I have a mentor out of New York, and he's been a key figure in my negotiation skills. I know he also follows you. His name's Tej. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's big in M&A and investment, and he's a banker, but he focuses more on EQ, not so much IQ. And he's always reminded me that we've got to have BATNA for negotiations, as well as the non-negotiable boundaries. I think he was one of my main teachers, besides from you. Do you do all of this for your own negotiations? And what is your thought on this approach?
Well, we stick. There are two things. One yes, one no. Yeah, boundaries. You got to have clear boundaries. It's not a sin to not get the deal. It's a sin. It's not a sin to not get the deal. It's a sin to get a bad deal.
That is so
Which
true.
means, know what your boundaries are. And then what people want to know your boundaries. I mean, actually, they want to see you stick to them respectfully.
Yes.
To not lash out like a cornered animal when you're shoved to your boundaries. Because if they didn't know they were there and suddenly you're lashing out, they're like, where's this coming from? This was hidden from me. So there's a difference between boundaries and BATNA, your alternatives. So first, yes, have boundaries and communicate them early so the other side isn't blindsided, respectfully. And we do that. There's some very specific ways, a well-crafted question, calibrate, how am I supposed to do that? Is communicating boundaries.
Yes.
Now, BATNA, philosophically is a great idea. What are your alternatives? Because it's designed for you to relax, for you not to feel cornered, for you not to feel desperate, for you not to take yourself hostage.
Absolutely.
So that's the theoretical construct there, which, academically it makes sense. And some people need that. But to me, it's like walking a tightrope with or without a net. Like if you got used to always walking a tightrope without a net, the BATNA, the alternative, it's no big deal. And so, but if you always have to have an alternative, the problem is when you don't like your alternative, you freak out. 100%. So do you get used to always walking a tightrope without a net and then it's no big deal? Yeah, that's what a hostage negotiator, to me, that was the biggest thing. Hostage negotiators, we never had a net. And so we're like, okay, those are the rules of the game. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to do a great job. The fact that the alternatives are horrible doesn't rattle me because that's the way I trained.
Yes.
So if you just train yourself, then not having alternatives is no big deal. It's no big deal to me. But to some people, I got to have an alternative. If you don't have one, you just took yourself hostage.
Wow, you really are a weapon at this. I absolutely love it. You've got like a black belt.